It has come to my attention that Felida has been accused of e-begging regarding a trip to Norway 2 years ago. As the other person who reaped the benefits of this begging, I figured I'd give my 2 cents. A. Wages when you're working through a temp agency are poor. We calculated several times that she could actually have a better financial situation if she went on the unemployment dole. Instead, she wanted to be a productive member of society and work for her wages, even though both her personal economy and health suffered for it. And before you try to strike me down with a comment that she isn't working now, her health has degraded over the last couple of years, and it was in the end her doctor that told her to stop working. Not a personal choice she made because she didn't feel like working or felt too good, smart or bothered to work. B. When it comes to the alleged e-begging, it started, as Felida says, as a joke. We talked about wanting to get her and her kids up to Norway, where I live, for the summer, since we only saw each other a couple of times a year and they had never visited me. However, since I'm a student and her finances weren't good either, we thought we wouldn't be able to afford it. We talked partly in guild chat in World of Warcraft and on TeamSpeak about it, because we're a social guild and those of us online were good friends and acquaintances. If I remember correctly, Felida joked that she had seen lots of other people who asked for donations for things like breast implants, not for medical reasons, so maybe we should do the same, just as a gag. Several of our friends said that they wanted to help us a tiny bit if they could, because we were a tight-knit gang of both in-game and real-life friends who spent a lot of time together in-game. We stood up for each other, tried to help out if someone needed help, and generally be there for each other. We then decided, what the hell, let's just make one. At first we were going to put it on the forum, where only our guild friends could see it. However, a real-life friend of Felida also wanted to contribute. Not because of begging, because he too had been in a long-distance relationship and knew how much those few moments when we could meet meant then. And since he wasn't in the guild, we had to put it on the website itself so he could access it. Yes, we could have put it in a different place as well where he could have accessed it, but we didn't expect it to end up the way it did. We figured that we might get €1 or 2 from those who mentioned they wanted to help, perhaps a grand maximum, if we were extremely lucky, of approximately €50. Not even in our wildest dreams had we imagined that we would get as much as we did. There were no set amounts one could give, nor a minimum amount. If someone wanted to help us and felt they could afford it, they could choose themselves how much they felt they could and wanted to give. C. The reason that the page is still there on the website is that we wanted to show our gratitude to those who had helped us, both for other guildies, friends and general passers-by. To us, the donations were incredible gestures of friendship and meant the world. As stated before, we had not expected people to give so much of their personal money to help us, considering it was only a trip and not something life-threatening. It was a great expression of trust, love and caring that overwhelmed us to tears, and we wanted them to see and know how much we appreciated it. D. It does state on the page that the trip has been booked, and at the top it says that the pictures from the trip are on the guild forum, aka the trip has been done and so the purpose for the donations has been completed. And lastly, to throw the first stone at myself just to deprive you of that pleasure, is the following list of negative things about me that you can use to your heart's content. Enjoy!